Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 0 of the next season of Pixelmon. Um, this is going to be an interesting season for sure. I'm currently still on the old server because want to show you guys what I'm going to bring along. So we are allowed to bring along a hotbar full of items as well as 6 Pokemon withheld items. So what I'm bringing along is just my tools. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Um, my Duststone armor, 12 XPLs, because I just don't want to bother getting more XPLs. Like, we'll get them eventually, but for now I'm just like, might as well bring them along. And since these still stack, I figured I'll bring these 12. Don't want to hassle Tilted with it. And we are going to bring along these as well for others who need them when we start out if they want them. I'm gonna bring on my Charizard, my starter Charizard, just for nostalgia's sake. Um, I always use this guy, so I feel like we need to keep him. We're gonna bring on Yveltal because we want to use Yveltal for Ghost Tower spawner setup thingies. We're going to bring along the catchers, so the Memento catcher, the Explosion catcher, and the normal catcher. The biggest reason for that is these two were a bitch to make, and I don't mind saying that word because, wow, it was difficult to get Memento and Explosion on them. It was a struggle. We eventually figured it out, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to bother doing that again. And besides that, these are also perfectly bred Pokemon, so when the time comes, we can use them to breed others as well if necessary. And last but not least, we're going to bring this Ditto along that has perfect attack and perfect defense, as well as pretty high stats on the rest, so we can use this for breeding as well. I'm just going to bring metronomes on these guys because that's their item. Destiny Knot on this one, that's his item. The Choice Scarves to make Yveltal faster than Mismagius. And the Charizard Y is just because I've been using that with Charizard for this entire time, so I feel like we have to. Now, there's some things I want to discuss about the next season, and a part of it is that I made a lot of videos on the last season. Not as much as Dave, but I made a lot of videos nonetheless. And the reason for that was that I didn't have a job when we started the server. So that meant that I could 24/7 be busy with YouTube, which included a lot of Pixelmon at that time. I won't be able to spend as much time on the server now as I did then because I do have a job now. But that being said, I am streaming on Twitch now. Now, you may have already noticed me talking about it in the past or something along those lines. But I've been told that not all of you are aware of what Twitch is as a platform opposed to YouTube. I heard some people say that they thought they had to pay for Twitch, and that's not the case. So Twitch is basically a platform similar to YouTube, where you can live stream uh, the gameplay that you're doing. So as opposed to you watching the video later on, you can watch me do everything live, which includes all the things that happen in between the parts in the video, which I don't include in the video because otherwise the video would become 3 hours long, and that would not be work. So you can follow me on Twitch, which is the same as subscribing on YouTube, to see when I go live. And you can even turn on a notification that the Twitch app or your desktop will give a notification when I go live. So you guys can, come over and check me out if you want. I also have a live notification that I put on Twitter, which is in the description below, and a live notification that I do on in our Discord, which I can also link down below, if you want to keep track of that. So that's in a nutshell what Twitch is. So it's not a subscription-based thing. It's just you come over, you can check out what I'm doing at that moment in time, and you can also interact with me through a chat bar. You don't have to, you can lurk if you want, but you can interact with me, which basically means that you can tell me, if I'm building something, you can be like, maybe that block would look nicer, and then I can be like, oh, well, maybe it would be, because, we all know I'm not the best builder. But that's a way for us to do it together, which I really like about Twitch. The live interaction is one of my favorite parts about streaming. So yeah, I'll be streaming from the Pixelmon server more than I'll be recording for YouTube. That being said, I'll still try to put out a video here and there. just to keep you guys apprised of the progress and such things. But if you truly want the experience like the YouTube one, I would strongly recommend also joining me for some streams here and there. You don't have to come to all of them, but just check it out if you feel like. Um, so yeah, that's basically Twitch in a nutshell. Keep in mind that even though subscribing on YouTube is the same as following on Twitch, you can also subscribe to me on Twitch, which gives you access to certain emotes, and that does cost money. So that might be where the confusion comes from. Anyway, I hope to have informed you guys a little bit about what Twitch is as opposed to YouTube and how I'm going to be doing everything the next season. Most of my series is on YouTube will still continue, which at this point only includes GTA and UHCs. So I will continue with that because I really do still like GTA itself. And other things I will be streaming on Twitch is like I'm currently doing a Pokemon run, like in the actual Pokemon games, for Platinum, and then a hacked version of it, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. So I'm doing that. We are also playing on our sub and Patreon SMP server, and I play some other games every now and then. I might have some special thing planned for Halloween, so I'm just saying. Anyway, I hope you guys are a little bit informed. Next season will start right as we speak, because I'm putting this video out as we start the next season. However, I probably won't be there because I am working as we speak as well. But I will start streaming at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so that's 3 hours from now, as well as well that's also 1 p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Daylight Time for the Eastern Americans, I guess. So yeah, those are the times I'll be streaming. I put that down below as well. If you guys are interested, please join me, and we can have a grand old time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on stream or in the next video. If you have any questions about anything that I just said, please don't hesitate to comment down below, and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Okay, guys, bye bye.